Hey, hi, how's it going? Now listen, I know what you're thinking, all right? The vegan teacher is low-hanging fruit. Why are you talking about this ancient-ass woman? And that's fair. That is fair. I am low-key digging up fossils here. But first of all, not gonna lie, it's an easy-ass topic. But that's not the only reason, okay? That's not the only reason. Listen, the shit she's been saying recently is wild. Like, she has learned absolutely nothing. Which is so insane to me because you'd think after being the internet's #1 enemy for as long as she was, that she would, I don't know, learn her lesson a little bit. Like, she is still talking crazy. I don't understand it. Just look at the title of the video I'm going to be reacting to. Should ambulance drivers respond to calls from non-vegans? Now listen, I have not watched this yet, alright? I'm going in raw, but I already know she's about to say some wild shit. And to be honest with you, I'm pretty sure I know exactly what her answer is going to be. I mean, she's not exactly unpredictable. She's basically an open book. But whatever, man. I guess we'll see.
Should ambulance drivers respond to calls from non-vegans? What do you guys think? What about people who know that hurting animals is wrong, but who have kept on doing it year after year? And then something happens to them and they call and they want some help. What do you think the animals would say?
See? See, I told you. I told your ass that she was going to start on some wild shit. I mean, I guess she hasn't, given an answer yet. I might have jumped the gun a little bit, but just by the way she worded that, I don't know, man. Also, just gotta say, I absolutely hate the narrative of like, if you eat meat, you're killing animals every day. It's like, brother, it's already dead. I'm sorry to burst your bubble here, but me refusing to buy a steak does not bring the cow back. That's just not how shit works. You are living in a fairy tale if you think that.
How do you think that the pigs would respond to this right now? The pigs who have had their babies killed, the pigs who have had their parents killed, the pigs whose mothers were raped, forced to be pregnant year after year. How do you think that the cows would respond to this? Cows who have also had their babies kidnapped, their milk stolen, been forced to be pregnant year after year. How would the cows respond to this?
Just ask your mom. Oh, man, I got your ass. No, but like, for real though, what the kind of point is this? How would the pigs respond? I don't know. They'd probably like roll around in mud and eat their homie's rotting corpse. Like, dude, I don't think that they give a at all. Pigs are stupid as shit. And I will die on this hill. Those are some dumbass animals. Look at this. Look at this thing. Not a thought behind those eyes. They are cute though. Low-key, alright? I mean, we used to have a pig. She was pretty lit. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm still gonna up a ham sandwich. It's like, dog, I don't see your point here at all. I mean, to answer your question, vegan teacher, how would the pigs feel? They wouldn't. They don't do that. That's not a feature of a pig. They are just dumbasses. And the same goes for cows, too. Those things do nothing but eat grass. That is it. See, at least pigs, like, do other things. Cows don't do shit. Have you ever seen a cow in person? Yeah, pretty disappointing, huh? They don't even move, okay? They stand in one spot and eat grass. What would they think of this situation? Who gives a Who cares? That's like asking a baby to butt in on a political argument. Like, dog, I don't care about this little opinion. Whatever, moving on.
How would the chickens respond to this? The chickens who year after year are murdered at just 6 weeks old and end up at KFC. How do you think they would respond to this if they were 5 weeks old right now and they knew that they were going to end up in someone's belly in a week?
How does this have anything to do with whether or not non-vegans should be saved by the ambulance? Like, dog, I'm sorry, I'm just not getting it. Also, I know I've already made this point about pigs and cows, but dog, chickens? We're really bringing chickens into this conversation? Like, bro, they're known for nothing other than being dumbasses. That's like a chicken's thing. They are just stupid. Bro, bringing up chickens in an argument about consciousness is like bringing up a Minecraft YouTuber in a conversation about dignity. Like, dog, you could not have found the worst example. That is just stupid.
How do you think that horses would respond to this, who have been forced to train year after year because their master wants to be in the Olympics? And these horses want nothing to do with being in the Olympics. They just want to be left alone with their families to run on a beach somewhere or in a field.
Okay, I know I'm pausing a lot, so I'm not going to yap on this one. But like, bro, for a person that claims to care about animals more than humans, you sure do know absolutely nothing about animals. Horses are like big dogs, bro. They love humans. They form connections with humans. That's like the entire reason that they're so well behaved. And if you're around them for long enough, they kind of like see you as family and prefer to do shit with you. Like, I don't get the point here, but whatever.
How do you think that every animal feels who has had their skin ripped off of them or seen it happen to their friend? How do you think that animals feel like sheep who have been pinned down and who have been shaved year after year because they were bred into existence in the first place just to be used as commodities because somebody wants to steal their wool? How do you think that the bees would feel about this? The bees who work their entire lives for a little bit of honey for themselves, and then these giant bullies come along and steal it from them.
All right, okay. Listen, I was going to let you slide on most of these, but bees? Bees, really? Look, bees are cool and they do some crazy shit, but you can't call it knowledge. They do not think, all right? A bee making honey is like us breathing. It just happens, all right? This isn't the bee movie, right? They're not training for that shit. It's just how they operate. They cannot feel sad for their honey being stolen because they don't have emotions. I don't really understand what's so hard to get there. How are you not understanding this? Also, it's super ironic for you to be defending the bees while you have a damn, like, almond milk image on the screen. Like, bro, do you know how many bees they kill a year? It's like 50 billion or some crazy shit like that. Just tons of bees dead for almond milk. And like, listen, I know I said earlier that buying a steak doesn't mean I killed the cow, and I guess the same should go for her. I mean, just because she bought the almond milk doesn't mean she killed the bees. But also, I'm not the one taking the moral high ground and claiming that everything I do is for animals. She is. That's exactly what she's doing. And if everything you do is for the animals, why are you endorsing almond milk? I'm just saying. It's kind of weird. And like, bro, that's the problem with trying to force your beliefs. Because it's like, dude, be vegan if you want. I do not give a shit. But the second you try to claim you're better than me for it, there will always be something proving you wrong. Always. What about the bees? Huh? What are you doing about that? What are you gonna stop big almond milk? Oh, I heard you drink almond. Like, dude, it's you will never win this. I don't know why you're trying to force it. Just do your own thing, bro. Just keep that shit to yourself.
You see, the question isn't really supposed to be meant for me. I mean, I am a spokesperson for the animals because I have a heart, because I have empathy, because I can imagine being in their shoes.
First of all, animals don't wear shoes, even though that would go hard. That's just not something they do. Also, the fuck you mean you're the spokesperson for the animals? Like, dog, literally everything you've said regarding animals in this video has just been objectively false. You're the spokesperson for being on a high horse. Like, that is all you do. And now that I think about it, I guess horses do wear shoes, so that's fine. You know what? I'll take an L on that, all right? Even a broken clock is right twice a day. I'll give her that one. I will. But that doesn't change the fact that her way of being the spokesperson for animals is like those moms who make an Instagram page for their little crusty-ass dog, and they, like, pretend to be them. They're posting captions with, like, dog language or whatever. It's like, dog, no matter how real you may think that is, it is still all make-believe. And the fact that you've built a whole personality around that means you're just delusional. That's it, bro. You're the spokesperson for mental patients.
But here's the thing. Yes, the ambulance drivers should show up because some people who are calling are not aware about what's going on. Like me, when I was about 20 years old or 15 or whatever, before I became vegetarian, which was a mistake, by the way, I should have been vegan, but I was vegetarian for years. Before I became vegan, I just didn't know better.
Okay, all right. Listen, I had some hope there. I had some hope that she was turning around, but nope. No. Her reasoning for why people should be saved by the ambulance is that they might just not know animals are being slaughtered. That is retarded. Like, bro, there is no way you think that's the only reason. That's the deciding factor, is that they might not know. It's like, oh, but if they do know, leave them there. Like, what? Also, dude, they know. Trust me, they know. It's not hidden information. They know.
And so, yes, of course we should answer the calls. But it depends who's calling.
All right, here comes the stupid shit. As if there wasn't enough of that already.
For example, if a child is calling the ambulance because their mom fell off a chair or they're in trouble or whatever, yeah, of course we have to have compassion for people who've just never thought about veganism before. But let's talk about somebody who, let's say, owns a corporation and is making money off the backs of these animals. People who use animals, people who use horses or pigs or cows or chickens or turkeys, and they make money off of commodifying them. What about those people?
Yep. No, I called it. I called it. Wow. I mean, just wow, dude. That is a great way of thinking. Oh, wait, your 60-year-old neighbor who sells eggs just to pay rent is having a stroke? That sucks. Too bad I gotta leave her ass there. Bitch should have known about that before she gave those chickens a warm place to live. Better luck next time. What the f*** are you talking about? Do you realize what you're saying? Like, do you think about anything? Like seriously, I don't think you do, bro. I think you're just talking at this point. Like, I don't, I really don't think that you're considering the definition of the words coming out of your mouth. I don't think you're doing that at all. Because what the f*** are you talking about? That is some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Seriously, there's no way. There's just no way.
What about the people who I've spoken to year after year and asked them to please stop hurting animals? What should happen to them? Should people respond to the phone calls of those people who deliberately hurt animals and encouraged millions of people to do the same thing? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.
Oh, okay, all right. She's dodging the question for herself to not seem like a piece of shit, while also deliberately making everyone on the non-vegan side of the argument look like Nazis. It's like, dude, that shit is not gonna work. We all know your answer. We know exactly what side you're on. And honestly, I don't know why you didn't just blatantly say it. I mean, sure, it would be a delusional take, but that hasn't stopped you in the past. Why let it stop you now? You do know there's no saving your public image, right? Just let that shit rip next time.
And also, before you respond, make sure you watch the important documentary called Dominion. Watch Dominion on YouTube. Now, I had a recent interesting experience where I was speaking to somebody who was trying to sell me something. And I said to that person, you know, I will buy what you are selling me if you go and watch this documentary. And they thought it was a very strange thing to ask. I said, look, that's part of the deal. I will give you my money and I will buy your whatever, I'm not going to say the item, I will buy the item if you watch this documentary. And the person did. And the person said, oh my God, I had no idea what went on. Thank you so much for forcing me to watch the documentary called Dominion. I'm going to be vegan from now on. Isn't that incredible?
No, not really. That's not the word I would use. Actually, the word I would use to describe that little story you just told is bullshit. That is the most false thing I've ever heard in my life. Brother, that did not happen. That is a fairy tale.
So this is why I keep telling you guys it's so important to watch it. So thank you very much for listening. I'm very curious about your responses to my questions and to this particular question. And yeah, we'll see each other in the next video. Bye for now.
Wow, guys. I wonder what the general consensus on this question was. Like, bro, why are you still here? Move on. You're like 60, dude. Shit, if you really, really want to help with animals, go do some like non-profit or, I don't know, something that can give you a fake sense of purpose that isn't YouTube. Because you're well past whatever the female version of Unk status is. Like, bro, you've just gone too far. Like, there's no reason for you to still be here. Actually, there was never a reason for you to be here in the first place, just especially not now. Why are you still posting shit? You think it's just going to turn around? You think this ratio isn't going to be every video? You are sorely mistaken. That's not going to happen. Move on. Whatever, man. Anyways, sub to the channel, join the Discord. I'm going to bed.